The full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus. Time to welcome change with open arms. Hello, beautiful people. Life can be a challenge, but at least we have each other. Now, this full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus is going to bring a tidal wave of extremes, offering up major opportunities for clarity. So in the first part of this video, I'm going to go over the 3 things everyone should know about this eclipse. Then I will go over how it will affect your individual sign. And all I ask in return is that you give that like button a little tap. A baby tap. Okay, no more wasting time. Let's go. Now, this full moon in Taurus takes place on Tuesday, November 8th at 10:02 a.m. Universal Time, which would be 3:02 a.m. if you are on Pacific Time, 6:02 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and for those of you in the Southern Hemisphere, this will be at 9:02 p.m. if you are in Sydney, Australia, and 12:02 p.m. on the same day in Johannesburg, South Africa. So let's jump right into the top 3 things you need to know in order to make the most of this energetic opening. Number 1. This full moon carries the powerful energy of the number 8 and the magical tarot energy of the Hierophant card. Now, this is extremely exciting because the number 8, when it comes to manifesting, is pretty much as good as it gets. 8 represents cycles, infinity, balance, success, and opportunity. And connected to this Taurus energy of the full moon, this really injects a powerful energy of material success. Now, I know focusing on manifesting during an eclipse is not recommended, but that relates more in terms of you engaging in manifesting rituals, charging up crystals, or planting seeds of intention. So this time period is much less about you doing your part to manifest and much more about allowing the eclipse energy to be what it is, which is the universe's way of doing its part when it comes to manifesting in your life, bringing necessary change to make sure you are on the right path. So this number 8 energy is at least reassuring you that whatever the universe has in store for you, it will be supported by the idea of abundance, not lack, and of balance. And this will be especially true for those of you that are born on the 8th, the 17th, or the 26th of any month. So this will have that extra energy for you all, but for everyone, anyone that has been working tirelessly toward a goal in 2022, this is your time to let go and be excited for whatever shows up, knowing that it will be in your best interest because of that 8 energy. Now, the tarot energy of the Hierophant is a reminder to assess your belief systems and to see if what you believe has been working for you. And if it hasn't been working for you, it's then about opening your mind, not to tear down your belief systems, but to expand your belief systems by taking in new information that can open new doors of understanding and open new doors of opportunity. Remember, knowledge is truly power. And Wayne Dyer said it best: if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Number 2, this full moon will be conjunct Uranus in Taurus and in opposition to Venus, Mercury, and the Sun, all in Scorpio. And the full moon will also be square Saturn in Aquarius. Now, the relationship with Uranus, the planet of awakenings and change, will serve to magnify your psychic ability. So going by your instinct as opposed to overthinking things is going to be very helpful for you. Also, be prepared for sudden changes or unexpected events. Know that this is the universe's way of saying that if you want to manifest what it is you've been working to manifest and you're not on the right path, well, here is a major shift that will help to put you on the right path. Now, the moon's relationship with Venus, the planet of love and money, will bring any issues in your relationships to a fever pitch, and it will also bring any of your tendencies to extreme behaviors in or out of relationships to light. So just know, when it comes to your relationships, including the relationship that you have with yourself, whatever comes up during this full moon energy, it is an opportunity to identify the issue and squash it once and for all. Use this opportunity to change the narrative by finding a solution, which more than likely will be letting go of a certain behavior that you know isn't working for you and then replacing it with a behavior that you know will work. The moon's relationship with Mercury, the planet of communication and learning, will lend to you going from being overly analytical to overly emotional. So the way to counterbalance this energy is to make sure that you stick to the facts when communicating. Be open and be compassionate, but if you find yourself in a disagreement, don't go down the black hole of point proving. Instead, focus only on solutions, not who is right or wrong, only on solutions. And the moon's relationship with the sun, which represents the self, will magnify your ambition and your desire to succeed, but keep in mind, Mars is still retrograde, and the opposition of the sun and moon could have you spinning, trying to figure out what is most important to you. So if you find yourself wanting to push forward, but not knowing which way to go, take a deep breath and prioritize. Ask yourself, what matters most right now in this moment, and then tend to that. It will be important to give energy to all of the areas of your life that matter, but if you don't prioritize and act accordingly, then you could find yourself spinning and confused. And those people that love you will support you if you are going after what matters most to you. And those that don't support you, well, great, because they are revealing that they are not meant to be a significant part of your journey. And finally, the moon's relationship with Saturn, the planet of responsibility and life lessons, will amplify your sensitivity when it comes to criticism, which is excellent because this will give you the opportunity to strengthen that part of you that can refocus your energy from the things that bring you down to the things that uplift you. Criticism that resonates and points out something that you can improve upon, great. Take in that information. Even if it hurts your feelings, take in the information, make adjustments, and keep it moving. Criticism that is simply meant to hurt you will only hurt you if you give it energy, and it does not deserve your energy. So use it as fuel to continue on your path of greatness. Number 3, this full moon is a total lunar eclipse, which is when the Earth's shadow falls across the face of the moon, blocking the illumination of the sun, which not only reveals what is hidden, but allows you to process and release what is revealed, resulting in a total reset of your emotional disposition, giving birth to a perspective rooted in strength, not sadness, in optimistic focus, not fear. Now, the effects of this full moon will be especially strong emotionally, with major possibilities for manifesting and positive change for those of you that have a moon in Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And it will also be positive for those of you that have a moon in Cancer or Pisces. Now, it will be a positive opportunity for manifesting, but it may cause some serious emotional waves and potential challenges in your relationships if your moon is in Scorpio. And it will be a balancing energy with major transformative manifesting properties for those of you with the moon in Aries, Gemini, Libra, or Sagittarius. And it will have the potential for manifesting and positive change, but it will also bring up some possible conflict, especially in your romantic relationships for those of you with the moon in Leo or Aquarius. Now let's jump right into what this full moon lunar eclipse will mean for your individual sign. Okay, my powerful Aries, this full moon lunar eclipse will be in your second house, which is the house of possessions, the thing that connects you to the material world. This also connects you to how you genuinely feel about your personal self-worth. Meaning, Aries, if you've had any worries or fears around money, whether it be how you make money, fear of losing money or not having enough, or if you're in a relationship, fear of money being at the root of your major issues, this full moon will be bringing you the opportunity to heal the root of this fear. This is the time of year where 2022 is in full bloom, and all that this year will mean for you will be manifesting. So if you want to improve your relationship and connection with financial abundance, now is the time for this to be taking place. If you have a major purchase that you've been wanting to make, now's a great time to do so, because this will show the universe that you are willing to let go of money in order to receive money, and that you don't fear not having enough. Also, if you're in a relationship of any sort where either someone is controlling you because they have more money than you do, or you're the one with the financial abundance and that is affecting the balance of control in the relationship, then this is the time that imbalance could cause major conflict. This full moon is working hand in hand with the lunar eclipse in Scorpio that we experienced in May. So it's so important to remember that money is energy, and the amount of money that you manifest and your relationship with financial abundance is a direct reflection of your self-worth. Meaning, are you willing to ask for what you deserve? Do you constantly give but feel uncomfortable receiving? Do you have a feeling of unworthiness in any way, or a feeling of fear that if you do attract money that you're going to lose it all? A major way to heal and improve this energy is on the night of the full moon, and each morning during the full moon energy, make sure to state the affirmation, I have everything I need, I always will, and I am worthy. Make sure to catch yourself if in moving forward you say things to yourself like, oh, I can't afford that. And also catch yourself in the midst of any way of thinking that you know connects you to a place of lack. Taurus is the sign of material things and brings the energy to create a solid foundation here. So Aries, this is your time to use this energy to attract financial abundance and to amplify your self-worth. This way you can move into the rest of 2022 and onward in 2023 with nothing blocking you in this area. Tear down any walls of fear and embrace the confidence and the certainty that you will always have more than enough moving forward to achieve your goals and to experience the fulfillment that you deserve. And happy full moon, Aries. Okay, my powerful Taurus, this full moon lunar eclipse for you will be in your first house. So Taurus, this is going to be a crucial time for you. Expect a major shift in the next few weeks when it comes to a situation in your personal personal or professional life. Don't be surprised if you start to feel intense feelings around wanting to change something about yourself and your life, Taurus. Us earth signs, we are very consistent, which can be a really good thing, but because of this strong connection to the physical world, sometimes we have a very difficult time creating lasting change or adapting to change. And you being a Taurus with fixed energy, it can be extra hard for you to do so. So if you're in an unhappy situation, whether it be with work or with school, or just unhappy with yourself in terms of where you are in life, don't be hard on yourself at all. Just take a deep breath and know that now is the time to shift this energy, but also know that change truly does begin with you. You are excellent when it comes to being there for someone else or taking care of someone else's needs, but this full moon in your first house is giving you the opportunity to focus on yourself and take care of your needs. It will be very important for you to identify exactly what it is that you want to manifest, Taurus, and then ask yourself, what is it regarding this topic, meaning the thing that you want to manifest, that you need to let go of in order to make the space to bring into your life what it is that you really want. Maybe it's a way of thinking that you need to transform in order to facilitate change. For example, if it's love that you're looking to manifest, then it may be that you need to let go of the pain or the idea that you have around love that is based on your past relationships or past experiences. And when releasing that, allowing yourself to believe that not only is true love possible for you, but it is highly likely and it will happen. The same thing with career goals or anything else. And don't be surprised if you're feeling extra emotional during this full moon. Just embrace the emotions so you can process them and then let them go. The full moon is here to help you cleanse any energy around unhappiness or lack of fulfillment or pain, so that way you can have the major shift that is coming along with this full moon be a shift that is absolutely bringing positive experiences your way and amping up your manifesting energy, Taurus. The key is going to be in balancing give and take for yourself, showing the universe that you love to give and you love to receive, and that you are capable and believe that you're worthy of both. But your thoughts and actions have to reflect this, which will show the universe that you are ready. This is going to be an intense one for you, Taurus, but intensely good, because it is guaranteeing change in the area of your choice, because this being in your first house, once you decide what area in your life you are ready to shift, the full moon and the energy of the universe will conspire to assist you by matching your desire to create change and bringing into your life what it is that you want. So embrace this major energetic opening, Taurus, and happy full moon. Okay, my powerful Geminis, the full moon lunar eclipse will be in your 12th house, so get ready, Geminis. This one is going to be a deep one for you. Starting on the night of the full moon through November 23rd, it will be very beneficial for you to keep a dream journal, because it is highly likely that information will be revealed to you through your dreams. This full moon in your 12th house could very well bring up some deep inner feelings that you didn't even know were there in order to help you release that energy. If there's anything extremely painful regarding loss that you experienced in the past, or that you feel like it's still weighing heavy on you, this will be the opening for you to truly heal that energy by letting go of the pain or the anger or the sadness surrounding the situation and allowing the light of acceptance to come in. This way you can take with you any joyful memories and take with you the love that you may have had regarding the situation, but also in the same process releasing any heaviness. That way you will begin to allow yourself to live again and live with that light-hearted laughter that you know you have inside. And this doesn't always have to be relative to loss. This could also just be heaviness connected to your past that still plays a role in holding you back in some way. This full moon will help transform this energy into fuel for you moving forward. This is also a time, Geminis, that if you are in a relationship and there's anything that needs to be revealed in terms of a secret, either being hidden from you or a secret that you've been hiding, don't be surprised if it comes to light. And don't fear this. Even if the situation may create an uncomfortable energy for a moment, it will also be creating the circumstances for the truth to set the relationship free. But you have to embrace the truth in order for it to do so. Now, this is an intense energy, so it will also be very important for you to allow yourself some downtime, some time to relax and recharge, where you retreat from the world a bit if possible and increase your time spent meditating or praying or working out or any activity that you know helps to connect you to the inner you and helps to recharge your spiritual, emotional, and physical battery. It is also very important, Geminis, to access forgiveness during this time. Forgiving anyone who has hurt you in the past. Forgiving life for bringing certain circumstances to you that have been outside of your control. And forgiving yourself for any choices that you may have made in the past that resulted in less than desirable outcomes. And remember, Forgiving doesn't mean that you're saying whatever happened is okay and you're happy about it. It just means that you're saying you will no longer resist what is. And you're also saying that you'll no longer spend any of your energy reliving negative experiences, either mentally or emotionally. So release and renew, Geminis. That is your theme for this full moon lunar eclipse. Embrace this powerful energy and just know that the next full moon will be in your sign. So get ready for excitement moving forward. You got this, Geminis, and happy full moon. Okay, my powerful Cancerians, this full moon lunar eclipse is going to be in your 11th house. And if you've been watching my channel for a while, you may know that any 11th house transit is my personal favorite because it is the house of dreams coming true. So this full moon energy is going to be especially beneficial for you Cancers out there. The 11th house does bring energy to your social circle. So if there's any friendship that has been on the rocks for you or an issue with a friend that you want resolution to, meaning either resolving the issue and deepening the connection or realizing that the relationship has run its course and it's time to let it go. One of these two outcomes more than likely will come to pass during this full moon energy. The 11th house also opens the door to your karmic bank, meaning if you have the opportunity to share, take it. Whether it be doing something nice for a friend or for a charitable cause or for a family member, just know that doing so during this time amplifies the positive result and also amplifies the good fortune that will come your way. Now, you obviously won't be doing something nice just to get something in return, but it is good to know that the energy that you do put out, good or bad, always comes back to you. And during this 11th house transit, this equation is multiplied. So why not take the opportunity to do something nice? Now, when I said dreams coming true earlier, what I meant by that is whatever you've been working toward all year, or ever since the last lunar eclipse in Scorpio back in May, whatever that one thing is, or maybe it's more than one thing, whether it be manifesting a relationship or manifesting career goals, just know that the energy of this lunar eclipse will bring about the circumstances or provide you with the information or introduce you to the correct person, whatever is necessary to bring your dreams into reality. This full moon energy will be supporting this coming your way. So be open, Cancers. Be on the lookout for this energy and be excited and make sure to be optimistic. If you find yourself having a crabby disposition or outlook about something, reset and know that in order for you to attract the energy that you want, you have to match that energy. This is truly your opportunity to make the most of 2022, and you are lucky enough to have this eclipse energy, which is the strongest full moon energy, be in your house of dreams coming true. So dream big and do your part by not giving any energy to anything that you know takes you off course. You know how effective you are when you are at your best, and you also know how you can get in your own way when you are at your worst. And you also know that you are in 100% control of which version of yourself you choose to be. So be your true self, Cancers, because I know when you are your true self, not only are you such a beautiful person inside and out, but you also attract positive circumstances, positive opportunities, and the people that you deserve. So embrace this energetic opening, be excited for your dreams coming true, and happy full moon. Okay, my powerful Leos, this full moon lunar eclipse for you is going to be in your 10th house. So Leos, this full moon is bringing the necessary energy for you to sort out any issues that you have when it comes to work or your professional world. And by the way, if you're still in school and you haven't entered the workforce yet, this will apply to you when it comes to school and your dynamic there. So Leos, if you've been holding back in any way or downplaying your abilities when it comes to your professional world, be ready for an opportunity to come your way during this full moon energy that is urging you to step more into a role at work that challenges you to really tap into what you're capable of. You are not afraid of a challenge, Leo, or if there is a part of you that does have a bit of insecurity, you know that there's also a deeper part of you that truly believes that you are capable of rising to the occasion and bringing to any situation what it needs from you in order to be successful. The important thing for you right now is to make sure that you don't let distractions get in the way of reaching your truest potential. And by distractions, I mean relationship issues or drama or certain habits that you may have formed that you know take you off course. Taurus is a fixed energy just like you. And although you are a fire sign with an open mind, you still have a hard time when it comes to change or when it comes to letting something go. So it will be very important for you during this full moon energy to identify either a type of behavior or a way of thinking or a grudge that you may have been holding on to that you need to release in order to open the floodgates of opportunity and excitement for you, Leos. Because by letting this energy go, you will show the universe that you love yourself enough not to carry around any negative energy, and you love yourself enough to make choices that are in your soul's best interest. And this will allow the universe to reflect this love back to you in the form of more financial abundance and more opportunity and more recognition for what it is that you do. So identify what it is that you want when it comes to work, whether it be a new job altogether, a raise with the job that you currently have, or resolution with someone that you work with, or if you are in school, maybe it's getting better grades or having a more enjoyable experience at school. Whatever it is you desire, identify it, and then be ready for the universe to give you the message of what it is you need to release in order to make room for that reward to come your way, and then be ready to do your part by releasing that energy and replacing it with a behavior and a supporting thought pattern that serves you, Leo. This will put you on the right track for the remainder of 2022 and into 2023. So embrace this energetic opening and happy full moon. Okay, my powerful Virgos, this full moon lunar eclipse will be in your 9th house. So Virgos, be ready for a surge of energy, both emotionally and intellectually, that has you asking yourself the question, what is it all about and where am I going with this life of mine? And just know as you ask yourself this question that it isn't the beginning of some downward spiral. It is quite the opposite. It is the beginning of a major shift for the better. This is a time where meditation, prayer, studying a new philosophy, watching YouTube videos on different insights, reading a new book on a new perspective, all of these activities will be really good for you, Virgo. You love new information because you love answers to questions. The good news is the phrase "seek and ye shall find" will be your theme for this full moon in Taurus. Taurus is an earth sign just like you, so this full moon energy is right up your alley in terms of bringing you clarity that you can use and apply in your everyday life. You are a very spiritually aware person, Virgo, but you like for your spiritual insights to be something that you can actually use in your day-to-day life, and that is exactly what is coming your way during this full moon. So this for you is less about having relationship drama or achieving specific goals. It's so much more about getting answers, Virgos. So for you, it will be very useful before the full moon or even during the full moon energy on the night of the full moon, and for the 2 weeks of the energy following the full moon, for you to write down the 1 or 2 big life questions that you want answers to. It can be about love, like asking what might you be doing to stand in your own way when it comes to manifesting love, or is the relationship you're in the right relationship for you? Or it could be about career goals, asking what it is that you need to do to achieve your goals, or it could even be something as big as what is my purpose? Whatever it is you want an answer to, write those questions down, read them out loud, and then make the statement, "Thank you for revealing the truth to me." Feel the gratitude of having that clarity, then stay open to receive the answer. And then once you do receive the answer, put that new perspective into action. This is a once in a year opportunity for you Virgos out there to feel like you don't need to overanalyze. You just need to receive the simple, straightforward answer and then begin applying that answer to your everyday life. If you have an opportunity to travel during this time, take it. The experience could very well prove to be a life-changing one. This full moon for you Virgos is all about being open, being optimistic, and truly being ready for change. And when I say you'll be receiving that answer, it doesn't mean that as soon as you write the question down, instantly you just hear this voice that gives you the answer. I'm saying over the full moon energy period, your experiences, your meditating, your dreams, those things will begin to reveal the information to you, and you come to the conclusion of, okay, what does this all mean? What is resonating for me? Not in a way where you're overanalyzing, but in a way where you're just receiving the information and you're saying, okay, that is clear, that is simple, now let me apply it and watch it work. This full moon for you Virgos is all about being open, being optimistic, and truly being ready for change. So embrace this energy, be excited for what it is that will be revealed to you, and happy full moon Virgos. Okay, my powerful Libras, the full moon lunar eclipse for you is going to be in your 8th house. So Libras, this full moon is going to bring an emotional surge of energy when it comes to your attitude towards transformation, towards death, towards grief, towards sexual intimacy, material possessions, shared finances, and things that you might hide from the outside world. So I know that sounds like a lot of energy, which it is, but it sounds a lot scarier than it actually is. What this full moon is bringing you is the opportunity for release, for healing, and clarity in all of these areas. For example, if you've experienced a challenging loss recently and you're still dealing with the pain that loss can bring, this full moon is going to bring a strong energy of healing, allowing you to hold on to the love and the smiles and the positive energy of the dynamic prior to the loss, but it will assist you in finally letting go, not of the person or the experiences that you two had together, but letting go of the pain, the anger, loneliness, the frustration, and even doubt that loss can bring. bring. So this is your time, Libra, to allow yourself to feel whatever emotions you need to feel that come up. But within that experience, also allow yourself to feel the strength, the hope, and the optimism that lies beneath the pain, and allow that part of you to now be the driving force when it comes to navigating your day-to-day life. This also applies to relationships. If you've been operating in your relationships from a place of fear, now is the time to tap into your strength, and not necessarily to prepare for some battle or some fight, but more so you can face the root of what the issues might be between the two of you and express what it is that you need in order to feel more optimistic and to feel more fulfilled moving forward, and then begin to either release the connection if it's run its course and there's no solution, or begin rebuilding the connection from the space of give and take. Embracing a relationship that brings honesty and support and the love that you know you're capable of giving and worthy of receiving. And when it comes to anything involving money, Libras, be ready for an opportunity to come about where you can establish your worth by asking for what it is you know you truly deserve, and being able to do so without having any guilt connected to the experience. So Libras, this is that time to heal that part of you that does feel guilt or that feels unworthy, and allow that part to embrace the power that you know you have within when you operate from your true self, the voice of love and not fear. Love for yourself, by the way, because you have no problem when it comes to love for others, but loving yourself is the theme and all things that come with that, Libra. This is going to be an incredible full moon for you, where you will come out on the other side of this energetic opening feeling lighter, feeling more optimistic, and feeling more powerful overall and more confident. So embrace this opportunity, and happy full moon, Libras. Okay, my powerful Scorpios, this full moon lunar eclipse is going to be in your 7th house. So this is all things relationship for you, Scorpios. The energy could be focused on friendships, family relationships, work relationships, but more than anything else, the main focus will be on romantic relationships. Taurus is a fixed sign just like you, and this lunar eclipse will be in Taurus. So if there's any lingering issue that has been showing up in your relationship that has yet to be resolved, this full moon is going to bring about the circumstances to bring this energy to the forefront, so this way you can deal with the situation once and for all. And just know that it will require change, and change on both of your parts. Now, this circumstance that I'm referring to could be one that you facilitate by bringing up the topic, but more than likely the circumstances will come about spontaneously, and even more specifically, they may be triggered by a conversation around money or around one of the two of you being possessive in some way. Just remember that it will be very important to know what it is that you want from the person in order to get resolution, meaning a specific act they can take or an arrangement about the future behavior that can be made to make sure that you are both on the same page when it comes to what the solution is. Now, if your significant other is the one that has an issue with you, it is very important for you to ask them, when this issue comes up, what it is that they would need from you in order to feel better about the situation. I can't tell you how many times I've had couples bring up an issue and spend endless time and energy just trying to prove to each other who is wrong and who is right, who is at fault. Doing that does not lead to resolution, and it definitely does not lead to connection. A conversation about how you both feel and identifying what you both would need in order to feel better, and an agreement on what you are both committing to in terms of a behavior change moving forward, that is the way towards the love light at the end of the tunnel. Now, outside of romantic relationships, this full moon could mean the ending of a friendship, or getting closure with an issue regarding a friend or a family member or a co-worker. But whatever it is, just know that this full moon is a major energetic opening for you to establish what you deserve, for you to establish what you are willing to do in order to manifest what you deserve. And it is also an opportunity to give of yourself in terms of giving forgiveness or understanding or just love overall. So this is going to be an intense one for you Scorpios out there, but intensely good if you take the opportunity this is giving you. So embrace this energetic opening, and happy full moon. Okay, my powerful Sagittarians, this full moon lunar eclipse for you is going to be in your 6th house. So Sagittarius, you are a personality that is very open-minded, and you also are very capable of making the most of any situation. But you also like to be in control of your situations, and you do not like surprise information to just show up and shake up your plan. Well, I have to let you know that more than likely a situation regarding your professional world is going to come along and shake up your plans. And although it may not seem like the best of news at first, just know it has its rewards for you in store if you just embrace the change and keep moving forward. Having things happen that feel like they are out of your control can be very frustrating. But remember, the one thing that you can always control is how you decide to respond to any unforeseen circumstances or information. And if you respond by saying, okay, this is what's happening right now and I can't change it, so now I'm going to make the most of it by not spending energy resisting it, but by giving my energy to creating the circumstances that I do want and keeping my vision alive while focusing on the things that I can influence in some way. This is one of those darkest before the dawn scenarios, Sagittarius. Your season is right around the corner, and much of the time, the universe will give us tests to see where we are spiritually in order to determine what circumstances need to be set up in order to manifest what you want to manifest. So no matter what comes your way, know that you will get to the other side of it better for the experience and in anticipation for something bigger and more exciting to come along. It will also be very important to pay attention to your health and taking care of yourself physically, mentally, and spiritually during this time, because you want to step into your season feeling your best. So whatever adjustments you need to make, start making them right away. That way you will be in a great flow when your season comes around. This full moon is finding a way to bring you peace and balance and clarity, and sometimes things need to be shaken up a bit in order to know what you need to let go of and make space for. So be excited for this full moon energy, Sagittarius. It is going to be just what you need in terms of getting you geared up and ready for a massive wave of manifesting during your season. So happy full moon. Okay, my powerful Capricorns, this full moon lunar eclipse is going to be in your 5th house. So Capricorns, you already know that we are in Scorpio season, so overall this is a fantastic energy for us. So just know that this full moon is going to bring about the circumstances that lead to a surge of certain feelings that force you to pay attention to whether or not you are genuinely enjoying your life at this point. At times you can get so caught up in planning for the future or taking care of other people or focusing on what needs to be done that you forget to really enjoy the process. And this full moon is going to make sure that you remember that life is truly what happens when we are making other plans. Now, this doesn't mean don't make plans. I mean, what Capricorn out there is foolish enough to think that having a plan isn't a good idea. It is an excellent idea to have a plan, but it is so important to stay connected to the present moment and pay attention to and give energy to enjoying the process. So the universe will be bringing about the circumstances to make sure that you are enjoying your life. This may come in the form of an issue with your relationship, or a creative project, or if you're a parent, the issue could happen with a child. And don't worry about this or be fearful thinking, oh Lord, what's about to happen? Just know that if some sort of issue comes up, you can say to yourself, this is something that is going to work out for sure. It's just an opportunity to make sure that the people in my life are a source of happiness and joy. And if in this moment they're bringing me some level of unhappiness or conflict, this is the chance to identify the root of this cause and then establish how to resolve the situation and make sure that moving forward, whatever needs to transform will transform, so that way the connection can be a source of enjoyment. So this is a time to embrace self-expression, to make sure that you are balancing the energy that you put into achieving career goals or personal goals, and making sure that there's energy that's also being put into releasing any heaviness and making sure to have a good time. Remember, Capricorns, life is all about finding balance. When any living energy is balanced, it thrives, and when any living energy is imbalanced, it begins to break down. So no matter what comes your way during this full moon energy, make sure to see it as an opportunity to create more balance in your life. By the way, if you're the type that has a bit too much fun and you need to be more responsible, the recipe for balance can also work in reverse. Implementing a bit more responsibility and a bit more structure into your life, that could be what's required for you. The bottom line is, if you do what is in your soul's best interest, you can't go wrong. And this full moon in Taurus is going to make sure that you have the opportunity to establish what that is. So embrace this energetic opening and happy full moon Capricorn. Okay, my powerful Aquarians, this full moon lunar eclipse for you is going to be in your 4th house. So Aquarius, this full moon will be bringing an unforeseen situation your way regarding your home life or relating to a family member. It could be something as small as needing to fix something in your home that has been lingering for a while, while, or something as big as realizing that moving is something that will be coming your way very soon. This could also be relative to a relationship with a family member where the two of you have had a conflict of some sort that seemingly comes out of the blue. Either way, this is absolutely no cause for worry in terms of anticipating the worst. Instead, realize that this is just an opportunity to handle something regarding this area of your life in order to bring resolution to the situation, which will actually save you from drama down the road. This may also be an indication that you just need some private time, Aquarius. When we refer to home, it doesn't always need to be your physical home. It could also mean your spiritual home, the inner you. As an Aquarius, you tend to have a lot on your plate, and although you can handle a lot, you are human and you can get overwhelmed at times too. So if you're feeling extra tired or overwhelmed, this full moon is an energetic opening for you to focus on taking care of your health, mentally, physically, and spiritually. So making sure to eat right, making sure to meditate and pray and get enough sleep. All of these things will be crucial for you during this time because this full moon is urging you to make sure that your foundation, your home base, the place that you go to regroup and recharge is as healthy and supportive as it can be. If something does come up with a family member, make sure to address it immediately. Even if you think they may not receive the information well, it will still be important to deal with the situation. That way it doesn't become something heavier later. And remember, no matter what shows up, it will be an opportunity to balance this area of your life because moving forward into the end of 2022 and into 2023, where we will be approaching your season, you're gonna want a clean slate in terms of not carrying any unresolved energy with you into the next year. So embrace this energetic opening, Aquarius, and happy full moon. Okay, my powerful Pisces, this full moon lunar eclipse is going to be in your third house. So Pisces, keep your awareness heightened for a situation that comes up that gives you the opportunity to truly express yourself in a way that you may have been uncomfortable with in the past, but a way that is really grounded in knowing what is right for you and knowing what it is that you truly deserve. This could be a situation with a sibling or with a friend that lives in close proximity with you, or even a neighbor. Now, this will be one of those scenarios where you think to yourself, should I even say anything, or should I just let it go for now and let it work itself out? Well, more than likely, the answer to that question is going to be yes. You should say something, but it's all about what you say and how you say it. Just remember, the most effective thing you can do is make sure you are sticking to the facts. If you approach someone about something, make it much less about your perspective in terms of who you think is right or who you think is wrong, and make the conversation much more about identifying what the circumstances are and then presenting a solution, and then being open to whether or not the person that you're speaking with is open to that solution. And if they are open to it, great, you're off and running to the world of peaceful resolution. But if by chance they are not open to your solution, instead of jumping into a conflict or shutting down based on the frustration of them being difficult, go to the next step, which is asking them if they're not willing to implement that solution, then what is it that they are willing to do, because the current circumstances, the way that they are just not working. This way, if the two of you are going to go back and forth, at least you're going back and forth about a solution and trying to find one way that may require compromise on both parts, but at least it will be something where you both are feeling good in terms of both of you thinking it's fair by the end of the conversation. So whatever comes up in this area, Pisces, just know it is an opportunity for healing, so that way the situation will no longer be weighing on you or acting as a source of stress in your life. This full moon in the third house is a reminder for you that taking care of the things close to home and making sure there are no lingering issues that may be annoying to deal with in the moment, but down the line you will be happy that those details were handled. Those are the things that are important to make sure you're dealing with, because it means a lot less stress and a lot more open space to do the things you love in the future, which is enjoy life and to give and receive love. So embrace this energy of this full moon, Pisces, and remember, effective, honest, solution-oriented communication is the way to go. And happy full moon. Okay, so there you have it. The top 3 things you need to know about this full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus, along with some insight into how your sign can make the most of this full moon energy. I hope you all enjoyed the information. If you did, don't forget the baby tap. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. Thank you so much for taking the time to come and hang out with me. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.